Hi, you're watching Take 5 and today we're going to talk about the extraordinary developments taking place in Pakistan vis-a-vis relations with India. Now, Pakistan's all-powerful Army Chief General Qamar Javed Bajwa has made a rare speech emphasizing the need for India and Pakistan to bury the past and even advocating regional economic integration for the betterment of both countries as well as for the rest of South Asia. Now, Bajwa surprisingly sounded very conciliatory towards India, especially given the breakdown of ties following the Pulwama attack and India's revocation of Article 370 and special status to Jammu and Kashmir. This was in August 5th, 2019. In fact, it was only last month, on February 24th to be precise, and after hectic behind-the-scenes contacts, that the Indian and Pakistani armies recommitted themselves to the 2003 ceasefire on the LOC in Jammu and Kashmir, which had come under severe strain in the recent past. Now, coming back to Bajwa's statement, he was speaking at a very high-powered event called Islamabad Security Dialogue, organized by Pakistan's national security establishment. In fact, just a day ago, speaking at the same event, Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan, he had made similar comments. Now, what is interesting is that both Bajwa as well as Imran Khan avoided any strident criticism of India in their speeches. Yes, Kashmir was an issue that they mentioned, but there were no calls for restoring Article 370 to the region. In fact, Bajwa put the ball in India's court and said that India will have to create a conducive environment, particularly in J&K, for resumption of the peace process or meaningful dialogue. Now remember, Pakistan had earlier unequivocally said that India must reverse its August 5th, 2019 decision on Kashmir for any meaningful dialogue to take place between the two countries. Bajwa even threw in the economic benefits angle. You know, he said that a stable India-Pakistan relationship was the key to unlock the untapped potential of South and Central Asia by ensuring connectivity between East and West, quote unquote. Essentially, he was saying that India can move goods and traffic via Pakistan to energy-rich Central Asia. So why is the Pakistani military establishment signaling this marked shift in its position on, compared to how it had traditionally viewed relations with India? Well, as somebody said, it is the economy stupid. Pakistan is in the midst of a massive economic crisis, which has only been exacerbated by the pandemic. Now, the nation saw a negative GDP growth of 1.5% in 2020 and a growth rate of just 1.9% in 2019. This is according to the World Bank estimates. Now, countries who had given loans to Pakistan, including the UAE and Saudi Arabia, are actually demanding their money back right now. Pakistan is in fact feeling quite humiliated on the world stage and has had to borrow from China to pay back some loans and at a much steeper interest rate than usual. Alongside, Pakistan is also facing the threat of possible blacklisting by the global terror financing watchdog FATF. Now, Pakistan has been on the FATF grey list for more than 2 years. It still remains there pending review in June this year, which is within the next few months. The country is also trying to woo the new administration in the United States amidst the virtual civil war going on in its backyard in Afghanistan. In fact, Pakistan desperately needs American support and is trying to present itself as a responsible nation with geoeconomics and not geopolitics as its guiding principle. Now, Qamar Javed Bajwa's speech on the Islamabad Security Dialogue sounded visionary, but ground realities are starkly different. Terror groups that are operating against India on Pakistani soil continue to get a free run and even patronage from the army and the establishment. So the question is, will Pakistan's peace rhetoric translate into action on the ground, especially with regard to anti-India terror emanating from Pakistan? So we'll just have to wait and watch.